So the technology is there. It's just bringing humanity to that state of consciousness where we change how we see ourselves. And that's the big key here, is how do we see ourselves? There are a lot of people very upset. There are a lot of people very, very angry. There are a lot of people extremely disillusioned. There are a lot of young people committing suicide. There are a lot of people very confused about gender. There are just, humanity has been put into such a vice of despair and financial imprisonment, slavery, malice by our own governments, our own media, that people have lost hope. A lot of people have either lost hope or are losing hope. And the information that's going to be coming out with each step of disclosure of the corruption, and I'm talking about political corruption, the pedophilia, the drug running, the opiate crisis, the homeless crisis. All of these things are going on worldwide. All of this has been done on purpose. It's been a systematic attack against humanity to hurt and to harm and to literally turn us into deplorables. So that when the time came to pull the plug on 2/3 of humanity, most of us wouldn't care because we were so unhappy, and most of us would have no hope anyway. So this has been a scam from the get-go. So as this unwinds and we begin to see the full picture of what has been going on and who's been doing it, right behind it will be the introduction of new systems of living. One of those systems, a very, very big piece of this system, is going to be the quantum financial system. Now, most people don't understand what this is. And this is a step that is being introduced to humanity in order to begin to weed us off of a currency system. Because ultimately, we're going to have to let go of it. I don't know how far down the road that's going to be, but this is a huge step in changing how we see money, how we see each other, how we treat each other. What are the resources that the planet needs for all people to live in abundance? Now, what this is going to do when this system is introduced, it's going to abolish the central banking system completely. It's going to dramatically change the banking system we have in our communities dramatically as well. Banks will no longer be banks. They will become financial service institutes. They will assist you in such a way as to distribute your wealth for the benefit of humanity. It will be there to assist the cities, the neighborhoods, to build infrastructure, to develop infrastructure all over the world so that everyone has the ability to live a prosperous and a harmonious reality. At the same time this is going on, we will be leaving Earth and exploring our solar system. We will be, in fact, going to the moon when it will be safe for us to go. We will be going to Mars. We will be exploring other parts of our solar system, such as Venus. And this will launch a dramatic shift in consciousness in not only our generation, but will dramatically affect the younger people, the younger generations, and the next 8 generations to come. In other words, Star Trek is what I'm talking about. Now, that doesn't mean in the next 100 years we're going to be leaving our solar system. We have a lot to learn. But the idea here is to factor in and rebuild the soul and the minds of humanity to not only have hope, but to begin to believe in promise of not only the individual, but of our own civilization. Because what's been done here has been an absolute travesty. We have so much individual and spiritual power, every single one of us, and we have absolutely no clue we do, and we have no idea even how to use it. And that's about to change. That is about to change. The reality of some of our religions, the truth in our religions, will be shared with us. So will the myths in each of our religions be shared with us. There is truth, and then there's myth. And it's a process. Okay? It's a process of changing how we look at ourselves. And that's the part where we really have to be patient, and we have to really learn to be honest with ourselves as to why we believe certain things and why we don't believe other things. The next years, the next 4 to 6 years are going to be, I'm told, amazing. The process of moving us along in the sharing of not only physical technology, but also spiritual technology. You know, technology is only as good as those using it. And any technology can be used in a multiple of ways. But the heart, the human heart, the human mind, and in particular, our memories, the memories that we hold of not only the past, but the present. And as we carry those past and present memories into the future, it's always important to know that memories are what builds the bridge between the mind and the heart. And this process is not only to empower, to bring humanity to a place of equal footing with other star nations, but it's also going to be designed to give us pride in each other. You know, so many people I hear talk about unconditional love, but yet there's very few people that actually practice that because they really don't know what it is. In order to truly have unconditional love, one has to truly love themselves unconditionally. And I don't know that any of us have ever been given the permission to do that. So this is going to be a process, but I want you to understand that it's being implemented as we speak. It is not doomsday. It's going to look like doomsday. We're going to hear doomsday because that's what the Orion cabal, the Orion group want us to think. Because at the moment, they still control the narrative, but they do not control the planet. They do not control us. All they have left now is trying to control what we think. And you got to remember, you are what you think. You become what you project. Okay? Where energy flows, where focus goes. That's why we're having this conversation. And I understand that there'll be other people, other contactees, and other people who are experiencers or part of the Space Alliance, the secret space program, maybe super soldiers. As those systems begin to change and work for humanity instead of against humanity, these people will be given permission to come forward and talk. Some are actually doing it now. It's important to pay attention. I don't know that this information will resonate with everyone. I don't know how that's going to work, but if you're seeking, if you are truly seeking, you will find the information you're looking for. And you will find it in a way that it not only resonates with you, but it connects to your soul, that it resonates with your soul. And that's when it becomes personal, is when it resonates with your soul. And that's when it begins to shift you and change you, and you integrate it into your reality, and you begin to think in a different way because it connects, it resonates.